first experiences that I remember was probably the second class. Harold had us all along the mirror. Basically, he'd get me to sort of push and relax, but use breathing at the same time. Before I know it, I was pushing, and then every time I'd push and relax, he'd pull my leg up. Before I know it, my leg was sort of by the window. I was amazed. I never thought that would happen. I knew I was, reasonably flexible, but not to that certain point. And I think from that class on, I put my trust in Harold. Having experienced this firsthand, I actually want to know how Harold even came about doing this and what's his past history.
The journey, it's been a long journey. I started yoga from a boy around the age of 14. I've had certain misfortunes in life whereby I ended up with various defects. I've dived from land into water, landed on a concrete pile with steel sticking out, which split my head open in two. The doctors didn't do anything else apart from sending me home, and I had severe pain in my neck, in my back, my lower back, upper back midsection. And being that young and didn't know what to do, I would just stretch myself and hang upside down in a tree whilst my grandmother would be singing songs at night. That was the unconscious birth of the yoga. The conscious birth of the yoga came about while I was about 18 years old. I came back to live in England. I was born in England and went to Guyana as a baby. And I was up at Y in Kent, and I fell from a very high bank, which created major disruption to the spine. I saw my GP, who only gave me painkillers, and I was in pain, and that didn't help. So I started doing Tai Chi, yoga, Qigong, and that contributed an awful lot towards the healing process of my body, because those disciplines focus on concentration, centering of the energy, controlling your body parts whilst in space, and breathing. Most of my years have been spent on getting rid of the defects, which I must say I've improved enormously.
How did you actually find the yoga and the Kung Fu?
The real part of it started in England after being invited to a karate class, to watch a friend. And the instructor, who is Ray Barrow from Waterloo Karate, looked at me and said, "You should come and train." So I went and I did one session. And during the session, he was doing a demonstration, and he called me up and he asked me to go into a turn and kick position and to hold my leg up. And he was busy talking to the class, and he forgot me, and I was in a position with my leg up in the air. And then he turned around and said, "You still have your leg up?" And he said, "You are going to go very far in martial arts."
When you come into like a class to do yoga, do you sort of plan what you're going to do, or do you kind of go with the feeling?
Although I'm fully aware of lesson plans, I have prepared many lesson plans which I don't use. They're all in my head. When I turn up, I flow with the energy. The energy of the class dictates how the class will go.
Do you think some people are a bit cautious about doing yoga because of the spirituality aspect of it?
Yes, a lot of people are. Yoga is linked to a deity. That's because of its traditional aspect. So what I decided to do is to produce a yoga that is not linked to any religion whatsoever. So regardless of your religious background, you could do my yoga. My yoga, it is based on well-being. It's based on learning how to connect your mind to your body. If you want to put your religion into it, you can do so, and you could glorify whichever God, whoever you serve, you could glorify that God using the yoga poses. yes, but it's accessible to everybody and it's based on spirituality. So people with defects would come to me after seeing various physios and osteopaths and so forth, and I would use yoga therapy in order to help them overcome whatever defects they actually have. A lot of what I do is also linked to proprioception, with proprioceptive training, which is the ability to control your body parts, control movement of muscles and joints in space with precision without having to see your limbs. So I get people to learn how to connect the mind to the body so that they can learn how to heal themselves. It's a gift, it's something that we all actually have. It's within us, but we just need to learn how to tap into it.